What's up, everyone? Sports medicine. Today we're going to dive into some specifics of push-up technique. So the push-up can be a great exercise, whether it be sports performance, rehabilitation, just general fitness and kind of well-being, building upper body strength. However, we see the push-up be butchered frequently, and it's one of the earliest things, as soon as it's safe, that we'll start working on athletes with shoulder pain to improve their push-up technique as part of that rehab program. So I'm going to show you really, I don't want to say it's the wrong way to do a push-up, but you're not getting as much out of a push-up if you're doing it incorrectly as if you take advantage of a full range of motion and really get both your shoulders and your shoulder blades and core engaged. So I'll kind of walk you through what we commonly see and some key techniques to really get the most bang for your buck as you're incorporating push-ups into your routine. So what we see frequently is a couple of things with push-up techniques. The first is that we see athletes just kind of lock their shoulder blades back and then they really just move their arms, okay? And they're not actually going through a full range of motion. That's really taking a lot away of what you could be getting out of that exercise. So what we want to think about is a big reach and getting a full range of motion at the top of that push-up. So rather than just kind of setting our shoulder blades right here, we want to try to think about filling up the back of our shirt with our shoulder blades. And then as we come down, we're getting back up into that starting position with that big reach at the top. One of the key points here is that we want to reach through the floor and fill up the back of our shirt. That's very different from rounding our upper back at the top. Okay, so our spine's still staying straight. We're not letting our shoulder blades kind of hang back, but we're filling up the back of our shoulder blade, or the back of our shirt with our shoulder blades and upper back without going too far and rounding our back, okay? So by going through that, we're gonna get a lot of your shoulder and your shoulder blade, they work together anytime our shoulder's moving. And so by incorporating a full range of motion through our push-up, we're really gonna work a lot of the supporting shoulder blade muscles and get a lot out of that as we go through that exercise. The next thing that we'll see a lot is core issues surrounding the push-up. So we'll see many athletes that'll kind of let their hips really sag and arch that low back, and they'll just like move their chest and they won't move their whole body. And so here, this is something that actually even patients with low back pain or things like that we'll work on to again get the most bang for our buck out of that push-up. So we want to think about having our hips, knees, and shoulders all in a nice straight line, like our torso is a board as we're going. So as we're down at the top here, I like to have a big exhale. That's kind of going to engage our core, squeeze the glutes, and then as we go, the hips and the shoulders are moving together. We're not seeing like hips come up first, and we're not seeing shoulders come up first, but hips and shoulders are rising together. So incorporating a couple of those little techniques is going to help you get a lot more out of your push-ups as you're incorporating those into your exercise programs.